Hello, everyone. This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and this is Tarot at 12. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome. So, today I have spread out my steampunk tarot, which if you were here yesterday, you might be like, hey, that was out yesterday. Well, now it's different. Do you know why? Bum, bum, bum. Because I cut off all the borders. Isn't that better? Well, better for me. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. Not sure what all these little white flecks of whatever are, but ignore that, please. Glad to see you all here. I'm seeing quite a few people. Renki, hello, how are you? High Vibration, nice to see you. Amulife Motive, interesting name. Hello, how are you? Patel family. Jane J, good to see you. All of you, thank you so much for being here. Oh, Ross Ad, I see you're here too. Thank you so much. I love seeing all of you. Just a couple reminders. If I don't greet you personally, please don't take offense. I only check the chat in between readings. I am super focused. So I do see you, I do appreciate you, and I do review the chat after the show. So please keep that in mind. It's never personal. Second thing I need to address, and I'm probably going to address it later too, because I know some people come in later. These are randomly selected free questions. So they are literally random. So if you don't want to gamble on your luck to see if you get randomly selected, you're welcome to donate, which moves you to priority status. The show is free. These are free questions. But again, if you want to make sure your priority and your question gets answered, make sure then to keep that option in mind. It is in my description, and my moderators post my link frequently throughout the show. So keep that in mind. Nobody is skipped. It is random and has nothing to do with you, your name, your question, literally random. Okay? Let's go. Let's get going. Let's pull out my steampunk, trim steampunk. I'm hoping to be able to pull that one out right away, because I'll show you, well, you won't be able to see my why I think it's so much different. But for me, reading with borders is a real pain. So I hope that's going to be some fun. Let's pull up some questions and get going. Alrighty, High Vibration. High Vibration asks, hi, may I know the current intentions of A, the Sagittarius, toward me? You sure can. And like I said, bum, bum, bum. We're going to pull this one out. Okay, let me just check really quick. Okay, my phone is all set up. I'm ready to rock and roll. Alrighty. We're going to find out the current intentions of A, the Sagittarius, toward High Vibration. We want to know what the current energy is looking like for High Vibration, current intentions of A. All right, let's see what we've got. Okay. All right, let us see what we've got. All righty, what are the intentions we want to know? Now, I don't know if you were here yesterday and saw this with borders, so obviously if you didn't, you're not going to be able to tell the difference, but it flows so nicely now. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so what are the current intentions of A? Well, let me see what we've got here. We have the Three of Wands here, which tells me that this is about embarking on some kind of new kind of endeavor. So getting ready, trying to figure out where to go, what to do. This is also about progress, making progress. So what else do we have? We have our Page of Swords. Now, Swords is the suit of thoughts and ideas. It's also the suit of communication and truth. So being the page, this is always about new information, And this is always about messages, things like that. The Page of Swords is very inquisitive, wants to find out what's going on, very anxious to get moving. Somebody who's very headstrong, somebody who keeps their plan in their head and does it. But what have we got here? We've got our Ten of Swords. This is about feeling depleted. This is about being kind of, well, look at this guy. He looks kind of squished, flat, but he's also got swords in his back and things like that. But what that means, it doesn't mean, obviously, it doesn't mean you're going to have swords in your back, but it means feeling just beaten down by too many thoughts, too many conversations, too many points of view, overthinking on your part, perhaps. Notice that this guy is on the rooftop. He's gotten all the way up to the roof, but then he's just like exhausted. When he reaches the top, it's all smoggy and yucky and ick. So what this is telling me here is the intentions might be good. The intentions mean let's get going. I'm ready to go. But I'm wondering if there's any real substance there. Being ready to go doesn't, if you're not really bringing substance to the equation, that doesn't really do anything for you. That means, great, we're going to have dinner, or great, we're going to talk on the phone and text in the morning, good morning. You're going to do all that, but there's no substance, so you'll never get that out of there. You'll never get to get moving on that new plan. Does that make sense? So I do see the intention is to let's do something. Let's get it going. But I think it's going to be a little bit of a defeating. It's the only word I can think of. Kind of depleting. I feel like it's an exercise in showing that there just isn't any real substance. This is another reason why I'm kind of thinking that over here. The Wheel of Fortune, it's always turning. It's always moving, and it's all about kind of luck. It's all about, reaching the destiny, but fate, that kind of a thing. So I think it's kind of a crapshoot right here. This is looking to me like the feelings are, let's go, positive, let's go. But these two are saying it could go, either way. Now, the intentions, if you're just going to be meeting up, well, yeah, that's awesome. You'll work on this and it might go away. If you're already together, though, and you're wanting to just get an idea of where this is going, you're going to need to see if you're repeating patterns, that kind of a thing. So it doesn't mean that this is a done deal or a deal breaker by any means, but it certainly says that you're going to want to make sure that there's more substance rather than just I'm attracted to you, or you're fun to hang around, or you're good so that I'm not lonely type of thing, either on your part or A's part. It could be either one. You see what I'm saying? All right. Good luck. High vibration. See, now the trimmed borders made all the difference in the world to me. It just flows better. I like it so much better. I'm going to do a tarot trimming commercial. All righty. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right. Let's see what else we have. Night Reader, I didn't say hello to you. I want to make sure and say hello, give you a shout out. Night Reader Tarot is here moderating for me today. Let me see who else we've got. I can't see right now, so I apologize if any of you other moderators are here. But anyway, huge shout out. You guys do a lot of work, and Night Reader just finished his show, so he's probably exhausted. All right, my friends, let me get to another question here. I already did. Amulife Motive. Hello. Will I be able to move to another country or place soon in 2021? Ooh, that's exciting. Kind of a big undertaking. I'm in the U.S. and I've never been outside of the country. Unfortunately, I am super sheltered in terms of my international experience. Very jealous of people who are able to do that. Yeah. So what an exciting proposition. Let's find out. Will Amulife be able to move to another country or place soon? Thinking about 2021, which is coming up. We're already a week into September. We want to know. All right. Got one more quarter to go after September is over. Another country or a new place in 2021 for Amulife. For Amulife. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys, it is kind of, well, it's not even that bad out, but it was storming yesterday, and my internet, if you are regular to my show, you know that my internet does not like me. So I'm going to apologize now if we have any issues, and if it cuts out or anything goofy, I will try to come back. If it's a long period of time, obviously I'll just, we got to call it, but apologies in advance. Cross your fingers. I don't know if we'll have issues or not, but we'll see. All right. So are you going to be able to move to a new country or place soon? I think the opportunity is going to present itself. I definitely see that here. We've got the Three of Wands, which we just had that in another deck. It is about starting off on a journey, but trying to kind of figure out where to go. Feeling like you have your tools, you have what you need, you're ready, and you've established the fact that you're wanting to do it. What this is here telling me next to the Three of Wands, be careful though. Make sure you have a plan. Don't just take off running after this motorcycle. Look at this guy. He's like, the motorcycle's going, it's ready to run and rock and roll. But what did I forget? Well, I forgot to get on the motorcycle. So have a plan. I can see this coming off and happening, and being a real opportunity for you. But what this is saying is, don't be so excited that you're not thinking it through. You really need to think it through. And that is what our Four of Swords is saying and confirming. Really think about it. Doesn't mean you're going to come up with the answer no. It just means think about it. Make a plan. Make sure that you know what this all involves, and also for the long term. Moving somewhere else, in a different country especially, you can't just go and then a week later go, I think I'm going to go home. Or in a month, it's not working. You have to have plans. You have to be thinking about it in the longer term. Not that you're going to settle there and stay there long term, but the longer term through whatever it is you're doing. If you're trying to move there and build a life, clearly that's long term. If you're just going for work or for school or whatever, you got to be thinking about the full picture. And that's what our Queen of Cups is telling me. It's kind of a bumpy road emotionally. And if you're not sitting with the plan, if you haven't given it enough thought, you're going to end up having to deal with those kinds of emotions and kind of figure everything out. The Queen of Cups, she is, emotional, but she's also very devoted. She's also very intuitive. So what this says is, with some thought and reflection, you will understand whether or not you should take this. I see the opportunity. We're going to do an endgame card, though, because I want a little bit more clarity on yes or a no, whether or not you will. This is looking like yeah, but let's take another look. Bottom of the card, bottom of the deck, we've got Justice. Justice is saying yes, the balance will be there. The opportunity will make sense in different parts of your world, life, home, money, all that. It's all about fairness. It's all about impartiality, so that way you can be impartial, thinking about it and not being swayed by your emotions. Yeah, get out of there. No emotions. And the Justice, the head, thinking with your head. Yeah, looking good, Amulife. Looking good. So I think you can feel like it is going to present. Now, whether you take it or not, that's completely up to you. But looking good. Looking real good. Alrighty, I have something coming in on my email here. Let me just take a look. Alrighty, Tanya has made a donation. Thank you so much. This makes Tanya's question priority. Priority questions always get answered first, and they are guaranteed. So if it's the end of the show and I'm ready to wrap it up, if a donation were there, I obviously would stay. So again, to become a priority, you can make a donation in any amount. You don't have to make a donation, but then that means you're willing to kind of see what the luck of the draw brings you, right? That's the best fair way to do it. Okay. Tanya, thank you for your donation. And what would you like to know here? If Kay will contact me this week. Let's find out with the Tattoo Tarot. Tattoo Tarot. Lots of T's, it feels like. Tattoo Tarot, which is exactly like the show, Tarot at 12. It seems like too many T's in there. All right, Kay, are you going to contact Tanya this week? Another T. I didn't even do that on purpose. Tanya wants to know if Kay is going to contact this week. Let's find out. Tattoo Tarot. Okay, let's find out. Tattoo Tarot for Tanya. Oops, I can't see. There we go. All right, are you going to get contact from Kay soon? Let's find out. I'm thinking yes, but I think you're going to be really struggling with it here for a little longer. So meaning, yes, you'll get contact, but as far as this week, let's play this out. I'm seeing some things taking a while. We've got our heartache. This is, oh no, excuse me. This is not, I got confused here. This is the 7 of Wands. And this is all about kind of standing your ground, protecting where you are right now. So again, I can't say it enough. Patience is like one of the hardest things in the world for me, but it's necessary. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. You got to just kind of go with, with what it is, right? Oops, hold on one second. My monitors went crazy wonky. I got to turn it off and turn it on. You guys can't see that on your end, but on my end, it is literally all static. There we go. All right. So back to this. So it's about kind of, protecting, standing on your own success and making sure that nobody messes with your success. So how does that apply to this contact? It means that's strong. It's coming. The reason I said it might be a little while, though, is we have our 5 of Wands. Wands are about growth and effort. This means it's coming, but this means it's taking a while. This means that there is some kind of internal struggle or growth within type of, in their head. I don't think it has anything to do with you, but I think Kay has something that they're just kind of to work out. Again, I don't know. We talked yesterday, I think, and I think this was you, about whether or not Kay is kind of shy or not. I don't know if this is the same person, but anyway, that's what that kind of a thing, like figuring it out. Not do I want to, not should I. It's just doing it that's kind of the issue. But this is what we've got here. Let's just see. We've got our Knight of Pentacles. Knights are about change. Pentacles, it's about making things happen and taking action. It's about somebody, though, who is stubborn. So, here we've got the kind of defending, themselves, feeling, like they're proud of who they are and where they've come from, struggling with themselves about what to do, but then ready to make a change, wanting to move forward. This Knight of Pentacles, I mean, when you see him in the little bit more of a traditional deck, it's always this guy kind of sitting there, or he's on a horse that's not even moving. And you're like, how are you important change or important action, which is what Knights stand for? Well, because he is moving. He's making important moves, important action. It's just going slowly, right? So here we have the Chariot. This is about progress. This is about conquest. So again, let's sum it up. I'm thinking you will get contact. I'm questioning whether it's going to be this week. And again, I think it's kind of an internal issue. Let's do an end game, get a more clear idea if it's this week. I'm kind of guessing no, just from these, but let's find out. Okay, end of the deck, end game, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I think you can kind of expect more of the same this week, which I'm assuming would mean no contact, because otherwise you wouldn't have asked the question in the way you did. Wheel of Change, things come to completion, yes, but because of these other cards, I'm thinking this kind of means a little bit more of the same this week. However, the intentions are good. They are good. I think something's going on in Kay's mind, trying to whether it's get up the nerve or figure out what to say, that kind of a thing. But it's looking like this is going to be about pretty much kind of expect some of the same. All righty. Sorry if you didn't want to hear that, but the cards sometimes tell us what we need to know so that way we can expect it and let ourselves, feel at peace with what's going on. So I hope that was helpful. All right, we've got another donation. Let me see where this is from. All righty, this is from Seba. Thank you so much for your donation, Seba, and this makes your question priority. We're going to get to you right away. Seba's asking, what will happen if I proceed and buy the land that I like for investment in the future? Ooh, all right, we're going to use Wizard's Tarot. We are going to use the Wizard's Tarot and find out. How exciting. All right, so what's going to happen if you go ahead and buy this land? This is an investment for your future. This is an investment perhaps in the future, but what will happen? Okay, let's find out. Whoa, we're going to buy this land. Ooh, okay, let's find out. How exciting. Okay, let's find out what we're doing with this land. Oh my goodness. This is looking very good, honey. Looking real good. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity for wealth, for home, for your daily life, material things. Wow. So this is going to be a great opportunity. I mean, this card, if I moved all these away, I'd be like, holy crap, this is really good. Okay, so that starts it off really nicely. It's heading right into the Eight of Cups. Well, look at what this wizard is doing. The wizard has all these cups. Remember, cups are the suit of love and emotions. So this feeling good. I got all these cups. I feel great. Well, then why is the wizard leaving and going into the other room? Because he wants more. Getting more, that would imply, obviously, taking steps to prepare for your future. The future is not here. So it's not about getting more for your daily life and that thing. More for your general, security. So this is looking like, wow, this will be great. What have we got here? We've got our Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands has high goals. Really, setting that bar high. Really going to get out there and take action. You remember, I don't know if you were listening to the last reading, we were talking about the Knight of, this was the Knight, yeah, but it doesn't matter. The Pentacles, they're like kind of slow. They're like, dun, 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 dun. Wands, they're like fire. They're going. So the Page of Wands is running right over here, so again, looking really good. Nine of Pentacles, guess what that is? Remember, Pentacles, suit of life, suit of wealth, suit of where you live. And I don't know if you're going to live on this land or do commercial land. I don't know, but do you get my point though? Nine of Pentacles is success. Success. So if I had to cover all these up, I would go, woo, yeah. So this is looking really good. You're looking for something new to contribute or to add to your happiness and your collection of cups. You're going to get going. You're just going to get in there and get it done. And success is right there. So it is looking like a huge yes. Now, I do want to say, Seba, please use your better judgment. Don't make a decision based on this reading. This is just a way to get a kind of a peek into the energy, which will help you. Use your best judgment, though. Obviously, you're a smart person, and you can decide and weigh it out. So, use your smarts. Use your smarts. Alrighty, we do have another donation. So let me see what this one is. Okay, and I don't remember the name, but this is from AS on Facebook. Leo sign. Hello, how are you? Alrighty. Let me get to your question here. Can I get a general reading? Yes, you can, Leo sign. Let me see. What do I want to use for general reading today? Let's use Classic Llewellyn. I think that makes sense for general. Okay, we're going to use Classic. Anybody who's curious, I choose decks just based on my, what's calling to me in the moment and whatnot. I try to show you guys different decks. Plus, as a tarot reader, for me, it helps me keep my skills up because I'm reading with different decks, different imagery. So for me, it makes sense. Some people, they don't feel that way, but I do. So, general reading for Leo sign. General reading for Leo sign. And thank you for your donation, Leo sign. Okay. Okie dokie, let us find out what we have. I want to welcome anybody who is new here today. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome. I invite you to go ahead and hit subscribe so you can stay connected and so you can learn when I have new cool stuff. Do you want to know how are you going to be aware? How will you know if I do cool pop-up videos or random live streams? I'll tell you how. You subscribe to my channel and you hit the bell. Subscribe and hit that bell because that is the only way you will know. Subscribe and hit the bell. A little bird told me that somebody might be popping up doing a random live pick a card. Who told me that, I wonder? Hit those notification bells because that way you will know. All right, let me get my question back up there. Sorry, I had way too many cool stuff up there. There we are. Okay, Leo sign, let's get back to your reading. General reading for you. Let us find out what is going on in your reading. Okay. So it looks like you've had something going on lately that's kind of been burdening you. You've been feeling kind of overloaded. The 10 of Wands is telling me that. I mean, look at this guy. He's carrying all these wands. But I want to point out something that's very important. He is carrying them. He is overburdened, but do you see it? He's carrying them. He's not dropping them. He's not crying. He's not hunched over, crawling on his knees. He's doing it. So to me, what this says is that you likely either have been working on something that you felt this way, or this is kind of just the way you are. You're able to take things and, persevere. You have that will. Sometimes those of us that can handle it, which sometimes is me, sometimes not me. For those of us can handle it, I mean, we have to carry the heaviest load sometimes. And when I say we, I don't mean myself necessarily, but those of you that can do that, which it looks like is something that you can do. What else is coming in here? 5 of Cups. This is kind of like telling you that, sometimes you don't get things that you want. You don't always make it happen, or it doesn't always go your way. But if you really look around, something else is going your way. I bet you can kind of think right now in your life, what is this card here for? You've got something this is sometimes known as the crying over spilled milk card, meaning, oh, I'm so upset about all these cups. Well, look what's right there if you would just turn around and look. Also, he is too busy crying about these cups. If he just stood up and walked away, he could go to the castle. But he's stuck there because he's crying over the cups. So this is kind of telling you that if that's something going on in your life right now, you need to snap out of it because you don't need to do that. If you're not going through something like that right now, then you might want to be on the lookout and check yourself. Check in with yourself. And, because look at this. You are strong. You can handle things. But if you're going to be focused on what's not going right as opposed to what is, or you see what I'm saying? That's going to be an issue. So either you're going through it or something's coming. The High Priestess. I love the High Priestess. This is all about kind of mystery. secrets, things like that. Do you have something in your life right now that you would be very upset if somebody found out about or knew about? The reason I ask is because look at these are right next to each other. Secrets, mystery, crying over things. Is there something that you don't want people to know? That's what's coming in about that. But in the event that it's not correct, that means that maybe somebody else in your life has a secret they're not telling you. Because this is your reading and your general read, it's really telling me more that it might be you. But being a mini reading, I can't see that. I would need to do a bunch of clarifiers on that, but that's the real sense I'm getting. So watch out for somebody potentially with some secrets. And if it's you, you need to kind of figure out how to put that to bed and move on because you're stuck here and you need to go to the castle. You see? So let's move it up. Look at this. We have the 9 and the 10. This is about being able to carry the load. Again, we already talked about this. It's the 10. This is the 9. This is about success. Look at him though. He's like battle worn. He's got like a bandage on himself. He's standing there pretty defensively, like, get away from my wands. Again, this is about saying don't be too prideful. Don't walk around cocky like I can handle everything. However, have that confidence. There's a difference between cockiness and confidence. You need to have that confidence. If you have confidence, you might be able to get this out of the way too. You might be able to figure out, tell somebody that secret, get it off your chest, make sense out of it, demand answers if somebody else has a secret, get it out there. And if you're not willing to do that, or you just don't think that's appropriate, then you need to move on. The secret is gone. The secret is just not going to happen. You're not going to tell it. They're not going to tell you. Move on to something else. My personal advice is don't let it go because secrets fester. But that's what it's saying your choices are. I think that you're very strong. I think that you have the ability to make it through whatever it is. Again, if you can't think right now of, well, I don't even know what that's about because I don't have anything like that. It might be something that's coming up for you. General in a mini reading would be the nearer future as opposed to far future, or later future. So watch for this. It looks like there's somebody who's got a secret. Might be you. Might be somebody you talk to, though. Watch for that. And remember, you're strong. You can handle anything, including the awkwardness of telling somebody you have a secret. That's awkward in itself, right? Alrighty. Well, good luck. I hope that made sense. That's something that you're going to have to kind of pull out of your own memory banks and figure out what makes sense in terms of your current life. But that's what I am seeing. Alrighty, we have a donation from Peach Love. Peach Love, thank you so much for your donation. Let's get your question up here. Alrighty, and you guys, if you'd like to do what Peach Love just did, Peach Love bumped his or her, I'm not sure, question up to priority status, getting a reading right away. And also put the YouTube name in the notes if it's different. I can find it faster. If on PayPal you're John Smith and on YouTube you're, Kooky Pants, well, how am I going to know? So you need to do that at least to help me get faster. All righty, let's see. Oh, hello, Breezy. Thank you so much for your subscription. So glad to have you in the family. Hit that notification bell too. I'm going to be popping up here. So that's the only way you guys will know. And remember what I said. Hit the bell, subscribe. There is a secret thing coming soon. Well, secret. It's not a secret. All right, let's get to Peach Love. Hello. I would like to know, how does Aquarius feel when he saw me yesterday after I ghosted him for a while? Ooh. Okay, let's find out. We are going to find out with what? Deviant Moon Tarot. The deviant moon is going to tell us what's going on. We want a good read on the energy about the Aquarius. How did he feel when he saw Peach Love after being ghosted? Before I even lay out cards, my question to you is, did you get a vibe from it? Not, not a vibe meaning you obviously don't know how he might feel, because clearly you wouldn't ask the question. But sometimes we get a vibe, like if I don't know. Think about it. All right, Aquarius, how do you feel now that you saw Peach Love? Peach Love. Okay, I don't know what all these little white things are. I'm going to get a new board, huh? Looks like fuzz, but whatever. Doesn't matter, but it annoys me. Okay, let's find out what's going on with Aquarius. Okay. Wow. We have a major. We've got 2 court cards. So this is a very strong message. Court cards are usually personality types. So, we'll kind of review that. We'll kind of see, it'll dial in a little deeper. The High Priestess, if you were listening to that last message, reading about the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about mystery. The High Priestess is about intuition. How funny is that? I just said that. Did you get a vibe? What was your intuition telling you? Your intuition is very wise. Your intuition is very important. That doesn't mean every single thing we think is, going to mean or manifest into something or, whatever. But we do get a vibe. We do. And the more we pay attention to it, the more we can kind of feel it and listen to it. You see? So this is the mystery. This is the intuition. This is feeling like, look at her. She's got her arms kind of set up and crossed, like, stay away, So because you ghosted him, I don't know, did you run into each other? Did you, well, by the way you wrote it, he saw me yesterday, kind of makes it sound like you bumped into each other. So this is making it look to me like you were kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to see you, or I don't know what to say, or something like that. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is the Queen. The Queen is always kind of a supportive, nurturing kind of person. Being Pentacles, this is also somebody who's kind of stubborn, somebody who is not wanting to kind of move the needle and go forward. And it's looking right into the High Priestess. So, again, I'm not sure what your intentions were when you guys kind of bumped into each other, or if you crossed paths. I don't know. But I get the feeling that was not what you were expecting. The Queen of Pentacles likes to make plans but not follow through. So symbolically, you can see how that would mean, okay, you already said it in your mind. I'm going to ghost him. I'm not going to talk to him. Problem solved. Goodbye. But then if you run into each other, now what do you do? Let's find out what else we have. We have our King of Wands. Now, this is the king. This king here, this is somebody who is being wands, who is really self-reliant, doesn't need other people. Doesn't mean they don't want to interact, but look at him. He's walking through, and yeah, okay, you weird, crazy-looking kids can hang on me, and I'll carry you the rest of the way, but I'm looking where I'm going. You know what? If you drop off, I'm not. Think about it. Going forward, what does that mean? They're both looking at you, and you're looking at that. This is you, the personality. You're ready to move on, it sounds like. This made your Aquarius think. This is what this is telling me. This is you. It was a mystery for you. I don't think you were expecting it. I can tell that from the cards, but I will, obviously, the question kind of implies that as well. You'll have to let me know in the chat. Let me look here. Let me see. Let me know in the chat. Okay. I hope not to let him see me, but ended up he saw me. Okay, so you might, trying to avoid, See? Okay, so I was right. This is you. This is him. He's thinking about it. This is the Four of Swords. This is about thinking, okay, what do I do with this? I'm reflecting. I'm trying to think about it. So you made him think. You definitely made him think. Let's get an in-game card and see. Is he thinking about it like, oh, wow, that's interesting, or oh, wow, how weird? Or is he thinking about it like, oh, yeah, now we're going to get back together. Now we're going to be all connected again. Or is he thinking, oh, my gosh, I'm ready to move on? Let's find out. We're going to clarify this. We're going to use the bottom card, Knight of Pentacles. All right. So the Knight. This Knight is always about important messages, action, change. And because he is the Knight of Pentacles, Pentacles is the suit of daily life. It's about working. It's about, taking care of your daily life. So I'm thinking that this is somebody who's kind of stubborn, sort of rigid, somebody who hates change. So I'm thinking that he's thinking he's going to maybe, this is going to open the door. Doesn't like change, wants to get back to the way it was. I have a feeling that you might be hearing from him. Yeah, not wanting to see things change, wanting to move forward. Look at where he's walking. He's walking right into you or rolling on his weird thing. You see? So I think he's thinking about it. I think he's thinking about you and thinking about potentially getting connected again. Not sure, if that's going to happen. We've got an empty spot here. So I don't know if he actually will reach out, but he's thinking about it. Thinking about it for sure. All right, Peach Love. Well, now you kind of know the energy. So, kind of be thinking what you might want to say. Question yourself. Do I want this connection? Or get prepared of what you might want to say if he does reach out. See, so it's good to know kind of what's coming. We can manipulate the energy, guys. We have free will. The tarot cards give us a snapshot of what the energy is looking like at the moment. If we don't like what we see, we can change it. We have free will. But remember, everybody else also has free will. We can't control other people. They can throw a monkey wrench in, so keep that in mind. Always be aware. The cards are great because we can kind of tap into the energy, get a snapshot, but circling back and getting another reading is important too, because sometimes the energy switches, it changes. Never do the same question twice in one day. The energy doesn't have time to change and it'll just be confusing. But, checking back in on a question is absolutely what you should do. See how it's changing. All right, we have another donation. Thank you so much. This is for Seba. Thank you, Seba. What's T's next action with our connection? Well, we're going to find out with the Zombie Tarot. My new toy. This one, I'm not going to cut the borders off, but I would like to. But I'm not. And you'll see why. I would cut the borders off everything if I could. I think all decks should be borderless. I don't care how pretty they are, how fancy borders they are. I do not like borders. And I have gone ahead and cut some that I was feeling kind of sad about later, but gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta have your tools. All right, T, what are you gonna do? We got lots of T's today. Tarot at 12. All right. Hey, what happened to my cool banner? I just noticed it's not even on there. There we go. Yeah, we need that. Well, you know what else we need? All right, let's get back. Don't forget. Okay. What's T's next action with our connection? Seba wants to know, and so do I. We need some insight. We need some insight. We're going to get some from the Zombie Tarot. Okay. Ooh, the High Priestess again. So do you see why I'm not going to trim the borders off these? Darn it. Because I totally would. I totally would. I don't like them. Okay. So T, what's going to be your next action? Well, we've got the High Priestess. This is where, again, we're talking about mystery. We're talking about intuition. Let's see how that all plays together here, though, because sometimes it tells a different story depending on what cards are surrounding it. So let's go here. Let me see. I gotta go. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Night Raider. I didn't realize Night Raider just gave me a heads up that banner was gone again. Okay. So where was I? Okay, so the other cards. Knight of Hazards. This is Pentacles. Knights, again, are action. And if you remember, because I've talked about it a few times today, if you were listening to those readings, Pentacles are moving. They're making some change, but they're kind of slow. Look at this Knight. He's crashed into this thing, right? But looking at him, he's real animated. He's still going to get out there and do whatever he's going to do, but now his car's broken. So you see, it's about it moving, but moving slowly. And I think this is going to be kind of upsetting for you. This is our Three of Swords. I think that you're going to be thinking, well, then that means there's nothing happening and this is over, this is done. This is what you're going to be thinking or feeling potentially because it's moving slow. But now it's just moving slow. It doesn't mean that it's not happening, which is what you might be thinking, if you're sitting there like this, oh no, and nothing's happening. Now look, it's happening. It's just moving slow. It's just he's a zombie crashed into a light, right? All right, so we also have the mystery. Let's find out. Now, these are majors. So this is Major Arcana is typically pretty strong message. It's more of an overarching theme. We've got Judgment. So Judgment, sorry, my glasses here. Judgment, this is about decisions. This is about responsibility. This is about acceptance. This is about karma. So this is telling me, mixed with this High Priestess, you're confused. You're going to be you potentially would be feeling a little bit confused. Like this isn't happening, or I don't know where it's going. I don't have a good feeling. I don't know what's going on, or I have no feeling. This is our intuition, right? He's moving slow. You don't know this because you can't see it. You don't have intuition on it, and you're upset. Well, this is the decision card. This is where it's coming in, and look at this. It's like this bomb. I'm sure this has a name, but I don't know what the bomb is. It's coming in fast. It's landing right here on these zombies. Now, I realize you're not a zombie, but look at the decision is coming. So I think what the tarot is saying here is you might want to prepare yourself that it might take a little while, and you'd be feeling like you don't know what's going on. But that doesn't mean it's not moving. Even if you're talking, even if the connection is that you're speaking already, you might be like, okay, we've been talking, for 2 days. He didn't text me good morning, or, whatever those things are that you like or do or expect. He seems to be a slow mover, like he really thinks about it, So don't let this bring you down. I see this bomb coming to your head. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's coming fast. Let's see, though. I'm not getting like, what's the next thing? If I would have seen, something about communication, that's what I want to see. We're gonna take a look here. Oh, it's upside down. All right, we've got the Three of Wands. Yeah, this is coming. This is about setting up the journey. This is just, I think, the way T is. T is just slow. It's about taking action. Look at them. They're busting through this window with a bone. But look at these other people are in the house playing the piano, la, 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 like nothing's going on. So it's coming. It's just kind of slow. So it is coming. You're gonna get something. You're gonna get something. Again, I don't see a bunch of communication cards, so I'm not seeing what it might be. You asked what the next action is with your connection. Whatever it is going kind of slow, and it was confirmed by our endgame card. So I don't have any more on that for you, but at least that's something. I mean, at least that's something. It's coming. And just don't let yourself do this. Don't be this. Do not be this heart on a steak knife or a serving fork or whatever that is. All righty. Thank you so much, Siba, for your donation. And I hope that helps. Who wants to hear that, though? Who wants to hear, oh, it's going to be slow and it's going to take a while and have patience? Gee, thanks, you know? Who wants to hear that? But sometimes it is what it is. And if we know, you know, we can kind of help ourselves get through it. Okay, we have another donation. Georgia Peach, hello. Thank you so much for your donation, and I'm so happy to see you. Georgia Peach, your name, just always makes me smile. I just love your name. And then when I got to know you more in the chat and so forth, and I've read for you, you're just an awesome person. So I'm glad you're back. I know you've been pretty busy. Awesome that you were able to attend. So let's get to your question. All right. Is it over with me and the Aries, or will he come back to reconcile? Ooh, Anna K. Anna K. wants to help. So we're going to use the Anna K deck. If you guys didn't know that was the name of the deck, you probably thought, what is she talking about? Who is she talking about? Anna K is the name of the deck. Anna K is the name of the person who designed it as well. Makes sense. So what are we talking about here with the Aries? Is the Aries coming back to reconcile? All right, don't forget, anybody who is new here, just to kind of recap how it works, these are free, randomly selected tarot questions. I randomly select them. Donations do move questions to priority status. So priority status gets a reading first and are guaranteed. So you do have that option if you would like to guarantee your reading. Otherwise, it is literally luck of the draw, and nothing is ever personal. I do my best to be random, and my moderators help me out by reposting things so I can find them more easily. So please keep that in mind. And if you'd like to donate, my moderators place my link in the chat, but also you can go into the description, and that would make your question priority. So that's what's going on. Okay, will you come back? All right. I'm seeing, okay, we've got our page of rods. The page, this is about new information. This is about new things coming. I'm thinking that, you know what? It looks like you might be coming back together. I'll tell you why I'm thinking that. At first I was thinking, uh-oh. But now that I'm putting it all together with all the rest of the cards, I'm thinking this is kind of you right now. You're upset, you're crying, you're feeling sad, you know, you don't know what to do. You're feeling like in Gloomville, but little do you know, if you just get up, you have all these other cups over here. You don't need to cry about these, and you can walk through this archway where it's clearly sunny and there's plants growing and beautiful. So you're sad, but right behind you, there is something, you know, that will cheer you up. Well, what's going to cheer you up? You're going to reconcile. In the terms of related to your question, obviously that's what that means. Well, when you walk through that little archway, what are you going to do? Well, the Empress is telling me this has the opportunity to grow. This has the opportunity to kind of, once you walk through that door, you can capitalize on that. This may be a situation where this fight or this breakup needed to happen so that you could kind of be, I don't want to say forced, but so you're forced to have to deal with it and grow from it. I can't think of another word. That force is a little too harsh, but do you see what I'm saying? You kind of have no choice but to deal with it. What's going on next, Tim? That's the page of rods, which is wands. The pages are, like I said before, it's always about new messages, new information. So I think what these are saying is this has the potential to resolve this. 9 of Swords, sad, depressed, anxious, staying up at night. Well, if you're not ready to break up or be done with your Aries, this would make sense. This would be you. You'd be feeling sad. You'd be having these things. So this growth, look at, again, I have to put it all together. It's like a movie. Look at this dude has to walk through there, stop crying about stuff, look at the things you do have and walk through that door, walk into hope, walk into the opportunity to grow things. And then this Page of Swords, while he has his back to that's not because he's ignoring it. It's because he's looking over here going, hey, don't be upset. Do you see? Wow, that's like literally a story. So yeah, I think you will come back. Now, whether you choose to reconcile, this looks kind of like you're going to. However, you know what? When it comes down to it, you might be like, hey, I don't know if I want to. You'll have to work that out for yourself. Use your intuition. Be smart about it. But, and you know yourself and you know the Aries, obviously, way better than the cards or myself do. But this is the energy swirling around right now. You can get rid of these bookends. He's coming back, and you're going to want to make it grow. There you go. Wow. There. All righty. Well, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I love reading for all of you. It is so much fun, and I feel like it's so insightful, and I get really geeked out about it when I see things that are, really telling or very, inspiring or really direct. I'm always like, I love it when I say something and then I do the reading and it literally confirms what I said. And I'm always like, yeah, me. Yeah, me. All right, let's find out what this is. Okay, I have another donation. This is from PayPal initials TW. TW would like to know, where are you? Tiara Wilson, there you are. What is your question, honey? Oh, found it. I spoke too soon. Thank you for your donation. Let's see what we've got here. Will Kevin come back to me and want to be intimate in the coming week? Let's find out. Similar question, right? All right, what are we going to use? We are going to use today's journey because this one just totally called my name. We're going to see. We want to know. I always think of tarot cards kind of like the cell phone to the universe, Sometimes you have a crackly connection. Sometimes you have a clear connection. Sometimes you got to charge your phone. Sometimes you got to mute your phone. It's the cell phone to the universe. Sometimes you got to turn up the volume. Sometimes you got to turn down the volume. Okay, let's dial in. Let's get our call. Whoops. Let's do our phone call. All right. Will Kevin come back to Tiara? And there's an intimate relation coming this week. Let's see. Are they going to connect? All right. Let's find out what this phone call, the tarot phone call, has to say. Quick reminder to you guys. I am on every day at 12 p.m. Central Time for Tarot at 12. And I do pop-up videos. I do pop-up live streams, random, exciting, spontaneous stuff. So please make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell so that way you'll know. This particular show is always on at 12. But the other ones, you never know. It's like magic. So get the bell. Get the bell. All right, so are you going to be intimate in the next week? All right, well, I think you will. I think you definitely will. Here at the end of our spread, we have the Fool. And the Fool is about new journeys, first steps. Well, I realize if you've already, come back to you means you've already been together. So it's not a new journey, really, is it? Well, it's about hasty choices as well. The Fool is reminding you, don't jump in if it's not right. Now, come back to you, like in your question, I'm not sure if you guys broke up or if it's just casual now and you're not sure if there's going to be a second occasion or whatever. This is saying, though, don't jump in. Don't make hasty choices without, obviously thinking about what do you want. Get the real feeling of what's going on. Use your intuition, but use your better judgment, too. You're smart. You've had experiences. Don't just go with the emotions. Go with your head. That's what that's saying. Here we've got the 7 of Fire. The 7 of Fire is the 7 of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is all about kind of challenges. It's about things coming up that you kind of have to protect yourself about. It's about a challenge. So, the Seven of Fire it's a good card, but it's also something that you might want to watch out for. I feel like you're going to have to really be protecting yourself against something. I'm wondering, does Kevin have another person in this picture? With the Seven of Fire, this is about kind of, it's wands, so it is growth, but it's about competition. It's about being persistent. I think there might be somebody else, honey. We've also got our Seven of Air. This is the Seven of Swords, and this is kind of about, look at it. It's about cheating. He's copying on the test, right? So it's about cheating. It's about deception. Next to that, we have this card, which is about fairness. This is the Justice card. In this deck, it's called Fortitude. But it's about being impartial, being fair, being equal. And this is about don't jump in, don't make hasty choices. So I'll tell you exactly what I think. I think Kevin is going to be coming back. Yes. I think Kevin has somebody else that Kevin is seeing as well. And I think if you guys do have an intimate relationship, you might regret it. It might be a hasty choice. You might feel, I don't know. So I'm feeling like that. Check it out. Find out if there is somebody else. This is coming through pretty strong right here. And again, the hasty choices, the two things here together. Check it out. This is a pretty strong reading. So, again, it's reading the energy of the moment. Check it out, though. I'm sorry. I'm sure that probably wasn't what you wanted to hear, but sometimes we get what we need to hear, not what we want to hear, and energy changes. So check it out. Get some information. Find out if there's somebody else in there. And if ultimately you're like, yep, I don't care, I'm going to keep doing this, or I want this, so I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, obviously, you make the choice, but just be smart about it. Just be smart about it. All righty, my dear. Good luck. All right, let's see. I've got another donation. So this donation is from initials SV. Let me scroll and scroll and scroll. All right, SV, is this you, Renki? I think that might be you. Georgia Peach, you are so welcome. I'm so glad you were able to come. All right. Oh, okay. Shushi. Early in the program as well. You didn't skip. Okay, that's not the same person then. Shushi or Renki. Renki? I'm not sure, honey. I'm just going to go with this one. Renki. Hoping that's you. You've also got another question. Okay, you want the latest question. All right, but is this you, SV, on Facebook, or not Facebook, PayPal? SV, oh, yep. Okay, and from what I'm seeing, you revised your question, am I right? That this was what you were wanting to know more. Okay, so, all right, I got it. Takes me a minute. Okay, so, Rinky, thank you so much for your donation. Let us find out. I am seeing the word divorce, so let me figure this out. Will RK withdraw divorce case or not send against SV? His and his parents' current feelings for SV. When will he return permanently to SV and kids? Please edit. All right, let me think here what you're asking. All right, so I'm looking at, okay, I am not sure what this, okay, let me piece it together. Okay, will RK withdraw the divorce and return to SV and the kids, right? So, okay, so will RK, okay, now SV, I'm not, okay, I got it. It takes me a minute sometimes, but I also really want to have a clear understanding of the question, because it's really important to direct and focus the question when we're shuffling or whatever. You know, everybody has their own practice, but for me, it's while I'm shuffling. Okay, so RK, will you withdraw the divorce against SV? Okay. Okay, SV, RK's parents. What are the feelings? And will return permanently to the kids. Okay, so we're going to do this a little differently because there are a couple. This is a little bit of a layered question. And also, Renki, I would offer up to you, I do private readings. I do 30 minutes for $30. So if you'd like to get in deeper, we can definitely do that. I can do it recorded. You don't have to be anywhere. You know, you don't have to even see me face to face if you don't want to. Keep that in mind. Send me an email. It's in the description. But we're going to try to see what we can get. This is a mini reading. So I want to know about withdrawing the divorce case. I want to know about the current feelings. And I want to know about returning to the kids. Okay? We're going to clarify it. We're going to put one on each. So we're getting a little bit overloaded, but I want to get this all wrapped up into one as best I can. Again, if we want to dig in deeper, keep that private reading, private reading option in mind. I'm sorry, my window's kind of small. So I'm going to see. Okay, so wait, let's do one at a time. Withdraw the divorce or not? Okay, I am seeing we've got our 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords is telling me it's kind of, this is interesting because we've got the 6 of Swords with the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is about speed, and the 6 of Swords is about going slow. So interesting. So what this is telling me here, and I'm sorry it's kind of smushed, that, you know, here with the 6 of Swords, this is about a guided journey. This is telling me that you need some help. I think this means you need to have an attorney. You need some help to guide you along. I think things may be coming in quickly, and you need somebody to help guide you and support you. And in this case, it would be a legal thing. So this is telling me that you might want to be contacting legal representation. Okay. So that might be about withdrawing. Sounds like no. Okay. Now, what are the current feelings from him and his parents? We've got our 5. We've got a lot of Swords so far, don't we? Wow. This is Wands, but these are all Swords. All right, current feelings. Well, we've got our 5 of Swords. Now, this again, this is kind of about one-upping somebody. This is about defeat, severing ties. This one here is our Queen of Swords. Our Queen of Swords is a bit of a sharp-tongued, bossy, micromanagement, doesn't really care much about what other people think and just going to go ahead and do it. Sounds like the parents might be this person, right? Again, this 5 is telling me kind of about bickering. What else? Severing ties. It's about moving on. So that's what they're talking about. They're talking about moving on. And what have we got here? Will there be a reconciliation with the kids and you? Another Swords. What? Okay. 7 of Swords. This is about, okay. All right. This is you. This is the Queen of Cups. Feeling upset. This is your emotion. Wanting to keep a family together. Wanting to be happy. Wanting to have connections. And this here is the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is kind of about sort of sabotage, things not going well. So, honey, I hate to say this. The cards are not suggesting that this will have a different result. It is suggesting that the divorce will not be withdrawn. The current feelings, you know, sometimes in the heat of the moment or until we have a chance to settle it in our mind, maybe time is what does that too. In the beginning, I mean, whenever anybody, I'm sure you can relate, anybody who's had an argument with their person, you know, you walk away going, yeah, what a jerk, and oh, I don't want to talk to them ever again. And then the next day you're like, oh, I kind of miss them, right? So if this is just in the heat of the moment, this might change. It seems like parents are really in there yippity bossing and micromanaging, so I bet they have a lot to do with it. And then here, returning permanently, it is not looking like it. So as far as what this is showing, it's not looking like that's what's going to happen. I'm seeing a ton of swords. So this is telling me there's going to be a lot of communication about this, or that potentially there's going to be, and that might be what's needed. I'm sorry, honey, that I'm sure was not what you wanted to hear. Protect yourself. Go ahead and get an attorney. If things don't move forward, if things change, you can always cancel, the attorney, but protect yourself. Protect yourself. And it looks like the parents are really kind of in there, messing everything up. Okay. All right. I am so sorry that was the answer. But again, sometimes the cards show us what we need to know, not what we want to know, All right. I am sorry about that, but thank you for letting me read for you, and thank you for your donation. I hope it works out for you, and I hope things are going better for you. All right, my friends. We are at the end of the hour, and I do not have any more donations, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show. I want to remind you to check back in later tonight if you're wherever you are in the world, if it makes sense. I'm not sure what time zone you're in, but the Eastern time zone at 6 p.m. Tarot Days and Nights is on doing Lenormand readings. Totally different. It's not tarot, but it's also, it's cards. It's a form of divination. So check it out. Very, very cool. And again, I am going to say, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell. A little bird said that there might be something you'll want to see that pops up randomly. Hint, hint, hint. Well, thank you so much. I am so glad to have spent this time with you. Please come back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central. And thank you again. Have a great day.